picks up again here. Okay, so I guess I thought it was at 4:30. I think that's what I wrote down, but apparently it's at 5. This 80-degree heat is pushing boundaries for me. I think I'd like a little bit cooler. I just want to get a little closer look at this. I'm not sure if this is made to look old or if it really is old. This old tower and then this fence. I'm thinking it's old because it's a dry climate, so old wood is going to last a lot longer than the more moist areas. And then this road is unused because the main highway is more popular. Hemlock Avenue next right. Some kind of either sand pounding factory or oil. Yeah, okay, I don't have zoom, but yeah, there's various factory industrial. Wow, there's another one of them shadow flags. Okay, so this city is more of a cop worshipping city, I think. This is the second shadow flag I've seen. And there's been some art on cars too. I also saw a peculiar activity conducted by a cop last night, following one car, and then as soon as he was passing another, he whipped around to go follow that one. It was unusual activity at about maybe midnight, and that's creepy. That's very creepy. I admit, I kind of like it when the owners keep the dogs away from the sidewalk a little bit. A lot of owners will, have the fence right along the sidewalk so the dogs can run right up to you and bark at you right there on the border of the sidewalk. But some owners actually keep their dogs fenced a little further away from the sidewalk. It's no fluke that the cops keep the door open. It's always open. It wasn't just yesterday when I was coming by and seeing it open. It's always open. Maybe they close it at night. Alright, great. So they're packing it all up at this museum. And they don't have a new location set? Wow. Oh, that's something. Alright, where's the sign? They got a sign holder for this thing. Alright, I pushed the car back. Look at that. That is a huge pile. That might empty my dam. I can't quite see. Okay. It looks like it leaks more than it does. In my opinion, they could have made this a better sign by giving the dog some kind of a bandage, so it really strikes home what it's about. When cops want to tow my car, I want to be more apt to argue that they're profit-mongering, because that's the best way to make money, is towing. It is a higher charge when cops have to call the tow trucks. Oh my head! It feels like there's a jackhammer hitting it. It's so much more work when there was something there before. Columbia Distributing. People who make these sidewalks hate pedestrians, in my opinion. Hate is a strong word. Maybe more like they have contempt. Contempt for pedestrians. Are these bees? There's these black bees getting the Oregon grape. The Oregon grape flowers. Poochie. This city is really good for parks and bathrooms. Some cities prioritize parks and bathrooms a lot better. Look at that. They even put a porta potty next to the tennis courts. Okay, I've seen that in a couple of the parks in the city where they'll even put porta potties for convenience. They put a big investment in taking care of the bathrooms, but there's still nasty bathrooms because of nasty people. As evidenced, I just walked into this one and they even pooped right underneath. You gotta pull toilet paper. I think that's the biggest problem. Pull it, don't ever offer it. What I've found for bathrooms is if you're gonna offer a bathroom that has plumbing, don't offer any toilet paper or any tissues. If you're gonna use a porta potty, then using toilet paper really isn't as much of a problem. Porta potties should allow the toilet paper. Plumbing, don't offer any toilet paper. But then they'll probably assume that you can't, then a person will just use whatever paper is available, which will clog the toilets. Then that's a conundrum. Gotta get in the mind of these criminals, these disgusting people. Okay, they're lazy. They're not willing to climb hills to go steal. Generally, okay, they're not always willing to travel long distances to commit their heinous acts. So they most likely don't bring any kind of tissue with them to clog the toilets. They'll use immediate resources generally. I've never seen a prankster bring like cement or any huge large objects with them to clog toilets. It's always been toilet paper that's already provided. It's a contempt. The prankster, the disgusting person is like, you know, if they're gonna provide it already anyway, I'll just use it against them. The city's kind of strange too, because I'm not really seeing a lot of graffiti, but definitely there's some sick-minded people messing up the toilets. Okay, it's really disgusting. You know, it's hard to say who would do it, what kind of person, but they're out there. Okay, and I think they probably look unhealthy. You're not going to see some gym rat, some person who's very muscular and healthy looking. My bias, I give people who look very healthy a lot of credit. Okay, I would trust them. A healthy, super healthy, you know, even muscular, male, female, I give them a lot more credit than a sloven, obese person. I mean, I think it's natural to want to do that, to give a person who looks really extra healthy a lot of credit and, you know, a lot of faith in that person. If you want to trust somebody, look at their muscle tone, right? I mean, it's my bias. Muscle tone equals honor, right? Somebody who's got good muscle tone has probably got a good sense of honor. That's my bias. That's what I have a leaning towards. If they look sickly, overweight, just not right. You know, you could see it in their face too with face reading. Face reading will give you their intentions long term, but their health status, it's like the comparison between weather and climate. Alright, you want to look at their long term intentions. If they're muscular, their intentions are to stay healthy. Okay? And it takes honor to be able to achieve that. Skulking doesn't get you there. Okay, the difference between weather and climate. You want to read the weather and the climate in somebody. Okay, the conditions. Long-term, short-term. And that's a good way to gauge them. I think that could probably be found in these people who mess up bathrooms so much.